Well, good evening, baseball friends, and welcome to Walker Stadium. We are running a little ahead of schedule tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and kick it down to the one and only Joe Simons and his partner in crime on the field, Jeremiah Coughlin.
Yeah?
Oh, they're here.
Should I bring them out
Everybody's ready, Joe.
by voice?
Maggie's upset. We're gonna be
Our
fine.
ceremonial first pitch tonight will be thrown out by the founder of one of our lovely partners, San Juan Seltzers. Please give a round of applause for Katie Inger. And buy a bunch of San Juan Seltzers tonight. They're delicious.
It's a good idea. Oh, look at that. Love it.
Wow. Katie Inger.
So good. Great job.
It is now time to meet the starters for tonight's game. First for the visiting Gresham Greywolves. Leading off and playing second, number 3, Eric Altmark. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 29, Isaac Ortse. Batting third and playing third, number 20, Garrett Stubbe. Batting cleanup for Gresham, the first baseman, number 5, Jake Holmes. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 9, Andy Frank. Batting sixth for Gresham, the left fielder, number 11, Max Bleddy. Batting seventh and playing right, number 9, Jacob Ogden. Batting eighth, extra hitter, number 2, Isaiah Lugo. Batting ninth, extra hitter, number 3, Ethan Long. Batting 10th, number 30, the designated hitter, Sam Giansanti. The starting pitcher is number 2, Jason Knopfsinger. Walker Stadium, are you ready to meet your Pickles All-Stars? Leading off tonight is the shortstop, Connor Hall.
Let's go, Connor.
Batting second and patrolling center field, number 12, Gabe Scaro. Batting third and playing second, number 20, Lance Kreisberg. Batting cleanup, your catcher, number 5, Bowen Stinson. Batting fifth for your Pickles All-Stars, the third baseman, number 48, J.C. Clee. Batting sixth, your designated hitter, number 21, Patrick Muska. Batting seventh and playing left, number 16, Brady Bloss. Batting eighth, the extra hitter, number 8, Mitch Hovecki. Batting ninth and playing first, number 42, Tate Taco Meat Harpster. Batting 10th, your right fielder, number 13, Caden Stinson. Woo! And starting on the bump, number 1, Hunter Alarcon. Woo! The Pickles All-Stars are managed by Nick Fleck. At this time, we ask that if you are able to please stand and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by Matthew Thibodeau.
Michelle Thibodeau.
Michelle Thibodeau.
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau. We'll get there.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Michelle Thibodeau.
We got the name right eventually, you know. One of those things. So it's raining here at Walker Stadium, friends. Truth be told, been raining for a little while. Rain during the first game did not dampen the attendance here at Walker Stadium for Pickle Fest, let me tell you. I have a sneaking suspicion we weren't expecting as many people to show up as early as they did this afternoon. They got to take in a great first ball game, went extra innings. Much fun was had, and I'm assuming many beers were consumed because it is Pickle Fest. You are watching Hunter Alarcon take his warm-up pitches. His battery mate tonight, Bowen Stinson behind the plate, Tate Harpster at first, Lance Kreisberg at second, J.C. Klee, the hot corner at third. Connor Hale playing short tonight. Brady Bloss, Pickles Hall of Famer Gabe Scoro, and Caden Stinson, your outfielders. From left to right, in Ridgefield, your West Coast League Portland Pickles leading the Ridgefield Raptors by a score of 3-0 as that game continues in the bottom of the second. I will be giving you updates on that as the evening goes along, and if the rain here gets too obnoxious and we have to stop play temporarily, I'll just start calling that game. Because why not? And of course, now that the warm-up pitches are done, it's starting to rain even harder here at the park. Not an awful day for a doubleheader, but we don't want the field, Mike, getting wet, so sorry about the audio, you all. First pitch missing away, ball one. No over-under tonight, as this is not a West Coast League game. It's Eric Altmark at the plate. Next pitch misses, ball two. For the uninitiated, I'm Mike Jackson. Tonight I'm working alongside Gary, Malachi, Ben, Grady, Sierra, and Scott. Glad to have them all up in the booth. 2-0 pitch, swung on, hit foul on the right side. Count goes to 2-1. Altmark stands back in. The 2-1 on the way, misses outside. Hunter has his sign. 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count goes full, 3-2 on Altmark. Next pitch, swung on and fouled off to the left. So count stays 3-2. Well, somebody dropped a cell phone or something down the first base line. We got people looking under the stands for things. Always fun. 3-2 pitch now. High and outside, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Eric Altmark. So Isaac Herzog to the plate. Altmark being held on by Tate Harpster at first. Hunter comes set at the belt. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 1. Altmark gets his lead over at first. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one hit into right center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Caden Stinson over to get the ball back into the infield, hit the bag at second, and heading into third, Eric Altmark. Give Isaac Herzog a single. So runners on the corners, nobody down. Rain continuing here at Walker Stadium. No sign of the sun whatsoever. Not cold, but with the breeze a little cool. First pitch missing up and in on Garrett Strube. 1-0. Runner goes, Hunter's 1-0. No throw down to second, instead a snap throw down to third, and that hits the back of Eric Altmark. Stolen base for Isaac Herzog. So runners on at second and third, still nobody down. Pitch on the way, swung on, and that one's going to get down into right center field for a base hit. Coming in to score easily, Altmark. Herzog behind him as the ball gets back into the infield. A 2 RBI single for Garrett Strube.
First baseman number 5, Jake Holmes.
So Jake Holmes to the plate. First pitch this at bat, missing high, ball 1. Raptors get on the board in the bottom of the second. They now trail the Pickles 3-2. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, hit hard to center field. Scoro drifting back on the ball. Comes over, makes the play. Able to get the ball back into the infield. F8 the put out on Jake Holmes. Andy Frank to the plate. Strube gets a lead over at first. Stretches it out slightly. Hunter's pitch misses inside, ball 1. Throw over to first base and diving back safely. We've got 3 umpires for tonight's game. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get their names before the broadcast started. Games like this a little chaotic. Hunter set, pitch on the way, in there for a strike, 1-1. Tom saying the score 3-3 in Ridgefield. I've got 3-2 up on the broadcast, but they might be wrong. Pitch missing, throw down to first, and back standing. Count 2-1 on Frank. Max Bleddy on deck. Strube gets his lead. Alarcon comes set. Pitch on the way, missing, ball 3. 3-1. Next pitch misses, ball 4. So a 5-pitch walk to Andy Frank. Runners on at first and second as Strube moves down to second base. Left fielder Max Bleddy to the plate. Larkon set, looks back at second. Pitch on the way, misses, ball 1. A little bit high. All right, it is still 3-2. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses inside, ball 2, 2-0. My Madre checking into the chat. Malachi's parents checking into the chat. Poke delivered. Look back at second base, and again, 2-0 pitch on the way. Misses, ball 3. Hunter having a hard time finding the strike zone to start. 2 runs in, runners on at first and second. Nah, I didn't drink before the broadcast. I couldn't do it. 3-0 to Bleddy, hits him. So Bleddy aboard with the HBP. Andy Frank moves down to second. Garrett Strube on at third. Right fielder Jacob Ogden to the plate. Mound visit now from Bowen Stinson. So the two end their conversation without the home plate umpire needing to break it up. Bowen gets ready to settle in behind the plate as Jacob Ogden stands in. Those are crisply white, and I don't feel like they're going to stay that white very long in this game. First pitch missing, ball 1. Hunter's next pitch gets on by the catcher. Nobody's going anywhere. Greywolf at every base. Ogden ahead in the count, 2-0. Wide and the pitch on the way. Misses low, ball 3. 3-0. Swung on and hit to deep left field, off the Toyota banner at the wall. Brady Bloss gets the ball in. 1 run comes in to score on an extremely long single, but give Jacob Ogden an RBI. Strube comes in to score. First pitch fouled off by Isaiah Lugo. Bases still full. Wine in the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. So Lugo behind in the count, 0-2. 0-2 now on the way, inside, just missed the inner part of the plate. Count now 1-2, Ethan Long on deck. Next pitch missing in about the same spot, just a bit lower. Just missing the inner part of the plate. Count evens up at 2-2. Hunter's next pitch, swung on, popped up center field. Gabe Scoro calling everybody off. Comes in to make the catch, not going to test his arm, and that's probably a good idea. Does get by the catcher as it bounds in, but Isaiah Lugo with the F8. 2 down, and that brings up extra hitter Ethan Long. 3 runs in so far for the Greywolves. Hunter's first pitch, the at-bat, misses high, ball 1.
Beer is still available in the park, but your last call to get tickets is part of the Pickle Fest.
Runners get their leads. Ogden at first, Bleddy at second, Frank at third. 1-0 pitch, swung on, popped up, right side on the infield, playable. Taco Meats got it, P3 the putout, and that will finally put the Greywolves away here in the top of the first, but not before they push across 3 runs on 3 base hits, and they leave 3. We head to the bottom of the first, 3-0 Greywolves.
What pairs well with pickles? Gourmet sausages and franks from Zenner's Sausage Company, official sausage of the Portland Pickles. You can find Zenner's craft sausages at retailers such as New Seasons, Market of Choice, QFCs, and many other restaurants around town. Find out more at zenners.com.
Welcome back, broadcast friends. That is Jason Knopfsinger on the mound. Taking warm-up pitches for the Greywolves. He's throwing to Isaiah Lugo behind the plate. Jake Holmes at first, Eric Altmark at second, Garrett Strube at third, Isaac Herzog at short, Max Bleddy, Sam Giansante, and Jacob Ogden, your outfielders from left to right. Greywolves putting up 3 in the opening frame here at Walker Stadium. Up in Ridgefield, they've moved to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pickles still with a 3-2 lead over the Ridgefield Raptors. Ron the K-Man checking in from Ridgefield. He was here earlier this evening getting his pre-funk on and then headed up to Ridgefield. Do not blame him. Connor Hale to the plate. Pickles shortstop wearing number 50 tonight. Takes the first pitch he sees and knocks it to the right side, but foul out on the berm, and nobody caught it. Really, at this point, if somebody catches it, I might personally go buy them a Ruby Jewel ice cream sandwich, which those are really good if you haven't had one. When you come to the park, make sure you get one. Wind in the 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses low, ball 1. Count evens up at 1-1. Sean, I did not even start a scorebook tonight, friend. I cheated this one so hard. I took a piece of scratch paper. I've got the defense written out. I've got the lineups in my laptop with all of the other players. I'm taking some shorthand, but you're not going to get anything official tonight, friend. Last night was too much of a train wreck. Wind in the 2-1 pitch on the way. Bounces in there, ball 3. 3-1 on Connor Hale. Pickles legend Gabe Scoro on deck. Rain is tapered off here at Walker Stadium. Wind and the 3-1 from Knopfsinger, swung on and punched to the right side and under a diving Eric Altmark. Give Connor Hale a leadoff single.
Your next batter patrols center field, number 12. Welcome, Gabe.
Gabe Scoro to the plate.
Walker Stadium, I think we can make it a little louder for Gabe Scoro.
Jeremiah asking for some extra cheers for Gabe Scoro. Knopfziger rubbing some wrinkles into the baseball, climbs up backside of the mound. Stares in, then glances over at first. First pitch to Gabe, catches the outer part of the plate for a strike. 0-1. Glance over towards first. Hale gets his lead. Throw as he dives back safely. Connor gets his lead. Jason with the 0-1, swung on, popped up, left center field. Coming charging in is Sam Giansante, makes the catch. F8 the putout. So Hale stays put as Scoro flies out. Second baseman Lance Kreisberg to the plate. Knopfziger stares in at Lugo. Checks in at first, comes set. First pitch of the at-bat over the outer part of the plate for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 now on the way. Swung on, bouncer up the middle. Herzog's got it over to second for one. Relay to first in time. 6-4-3 double play, and that'll do it for the Picks All-Stars here in the bottom of the first. No runs, one hit, no errors, and nobody left after one frame at Walker Stadium. 3-0 Greywolves.
Hard tea fans, your network just got stronger with Voodoo Ranger Hard Charge Tea. Made with real tea, a stronger connection to a hard tea is finally here. Voodoo Ranger Hard Charge Tea with 7% ABV.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, popping, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today.
Welcome back, baseball friends. To the top of the second we go. 3-0 Greywolves. In Ridgefield, it is still the bottom of the third. Pickles still leading 3-2. Shout out to the season ticket holders down in 105. Great group of folks down there. Sam Giansante going to lead it off for the Greywolves. He'll be followed by Eric Altmark and Isaac Herzog. To the top of the fourth they go in Ridgefield. Still 3-2 Pickles. Alarcon into his wind. First pitch of the second misses high, ball one. Shout out for the nice job on the replay, Malachi. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1. Alarcon with the 1-1 now fouled off. Danny Edelman checking in. Are the Greywolves independent? They are part of the Wild Wild West League. sort of a minor league for the West Coast League Portland Pickles. That ball knocked into center field. Gabe Scoro comes charging in and is able to make the catch. F8 the put out on Sam Giansante. That will turn the lineup over. For the Greywolves, Eric Altmark to the plate. So the Gresham Greywolves often play the Portland Rosebuds, the Portland Gherkins, and the first pitch over for a strike, 0-1. Oh, Gary, what's the Willamette team? Willamette Wild Bills, that's right. 0-1 pitch, swung on, inside out swing, headed to left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Brady Bloss unable to find the handle, and checking in at second with a double is Eric Altmark. So 1 out double. That'll bring up Isaac Herzog. They were at one point a West Coast League team, yes. Look back to second base. First pitch of the at-bat swung on. Shallow center field. Scoro comes in, makes the play. Was unable to double him off at second, but F8 the put out. That'll bring up third baseman Garrett Strube. Garrett with a 2 RBI single in the first, came around and scored. First pitch he sees this at bat in there for a strike. 0-1. Altmark gets his lead out at second, not really being held on by anyone. 0-1 now, misses high. Count evens up at 1-1. Does appear that Kreisberg is the one responsible for holding on Altmark. Look back to second. 1-1 on the way. Catches the outer part of the plate for a strike at 79. Count goes to 1-2. That's right, the Medford Rogues. I do not remember the Klamath Falls Gems. Swung on, hit towards short. Long throw over to first, in time. Nice job by Connor Hale, 6-3 the put out. And that'll do it for the Greywolves here in the top of the second. We head to the bottom second, still 3-0 Gresham.
Here's to the straggly ones. The first ones. Hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones. And the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow, it'll save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
LeafGuard is the smartest solution in gutter protection, proudly protecting your home by getting it right the first time for a lifetime. The only one-piece seamless gutter system on the market that is guaranteed to never clog no matter the weather, preventing wood rot and foundation decay and giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Invest in your home with a company you can trust. Get it today. Protected for life.
Got a replay of that nice play by Connor Hale at short to end the last inning.
The catcher, number 5, Owen Stinson.
Pickles threatening in Ridgefield right now. Runners on at first and second. Nobody out top 4. Here at Walker Stadium, it's going to be Bowen Stinson, J.C. Klee, and Patrick Mushkat, theoretically. Knopfzinger's first pitch of this half inning hit down the third base line, but foul. That was close. 0-1. Stands back in. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, popped up, right side. Going out, the second baseman settles under it and makes the play. Nice job by Eric Altmark.
Here's the third baseman.
Seems a little weird to score that P4, but that is more or less what it was. J.C. Klee to the plate. All-star third baseman watches the first pitch sail by inside, ball one. Knopfzinger's 1-0 swung on and lined into center field for a base hit. Sam Giansante gets the ball back into the infield. J.C. Klee with a one-out base knock.
Now batting, your designated hitter, number 21.
Affectionately known in the press box as Moose, Patrick Moose got to the plate for his first at-bat. Knopfzinger checks over at first, comes set. First pitch Moose sees, hits him on the back between the shoulders. I'm hoping that wasn't in the helmet. HBP for Moose. That puts him on at first. J.C. Klee moves down to second. We will have a temporary runner for Moose. That is Miles Norman checking in at first base now.
Here's the left fielder, number 16.
Mind you, this is not necessarily a substitution or a pinch running situation. A courtesy runner, as Gary referred to it earlier, which I think is a great way to put it. Brady Bloss at the plate. Takes the first pitch, pops it up to the left side. Going back on the ball, Garrett Strube finds it just on the edge of the outfield grass. P6 the put out on Bloss.
Next up is number 8. Mitch.
So with two down here in the bottom of the second, Mitch Hovecki, extra hitter tonight, comes to the plate. Miles Norman, courtesy runner, on at first. J.C. Klee still on at second. Knopfzinger comes set. Pitch on the way, in there for a strike. It's 71. 0-1. Jason set, looks back at second. 0-1 on the way. Misses high at 80. Count evens up at 1-1. Klee gets his lead out at second. Altmark responsible for holding him on. A look back. Now the 1-1 misses away. Nice stop by Isaiah Lugo behind the plate. Count goes to 2-1. Man, with the fresh rain, the park smells great. 2-1 pitch fouled off. That is definitely parking lot bound. Make no doubt about that one. Count evens up at 2-2. During game one, I happened to be out in the parking lot talking to a friend, and one of the foul balls hit one of the trees down the first base line. And had it not been for that tree, that ball would have gone into someone's windshield. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Ball gets away from the catcher. Throw down to first to complete the strikeout, and that will do it. Mitch Hovecki down on strikes, and that ends the half inning for the Picks All-Stars. We head to the top of the third, 3-0 Greywolves.
Pacific Office Automation is the one source for all of your business technology. As the largest independent dealer of office technology and equipment in the U.S., we help businesses thrive and win by helping you find your total office solution for copiers and printers, managed IT and cloud services, telephone systems, data security, and more. Experience our uncommon commitment to customer service at PacificOffice.com. Problem solved.
Hard Tea fans, your network just got stronger. 7V is finally here with Voodoo Ranger Hard Charge Tea, made with real tea. A stronger connection to a hard tea is in the palm of your hands. America, it's time to experience a new hard tea provider with the power of 7V. Voodoo Ranger Hard Charge Tea is here with 7% ABV.
New pitcher on the mound for the Picks All-Stars. That is number 17, JJ Mascolo. JJ came and hung out with us in the press box between games 1 and game 2. JJ closed it out in the previous game, so definitely getting his work in today. The Portland Pickles have extended their lead on the Raptors up in Ridgefield 4-2 as they head to the bottom of the fourth. First pitch fouled off at the plate, 0-1. First baseman Jake Holmes at the plate. Count evens up at 1-1. Holmes flew out to center field his first time up. He takes that one and cracks it out to left field. Back on the ball, Bloss at the wall, makes the catch. Brady Bloss with a grab out there in left. Well done. L7 and give that an exclamation point. Did you have the exit velo on that? 89 miles per hour on the exit velo. Didn't get cheated there. Andy Frank to the plate. Pitch missing low and away. Ball 1. Nice job by Brady Bloss. Frank worked to walk his first time up. Watches this pitch sail by as a strike at 75. Count goes to 1-1. JJ not wasting any time. Ball hit to third. J.C. Clee has it. Throw over to first in time. 5-3 the put out on Andy Frank. So a quick 2 down, and that'll bring up left fielder Max Bleddy. Rain still coming down here at Walker Stadium. Mostly a drizzle at this point. Nobody looks too miserable. Not like everybody tried to last night at emo night. My gosh, there was so much black here at Walker Stadium. It was amazing. Everybody did their best to put a dour face on. It was delightful. 1-0 pitch now. Swung on, and that one's racked out to left field. Back on the ball is Bloss, and not gonna get that one. Max Bleddy goes yard. Hit by a pitch, his first at-bat goes yard to left in the second. 336 on the distance, and 95 miles an hour on the exit velo. Safe to say Max got all that. Looks like a lot of people doing both games. Bouncer to JJ over to first. 1-3 the put out on Jacob Ogden. And that'll do it here in the top of the third. Greywolves get one more. They lead 4-0.
Introducing a brighter financial future with Rivermark. It's time for a better way of banking with extended hours and accounts that pay. Experience a new level of banking with our top-rated mobile app to manage your money effortlessly. And if you need help, our video tellers are just a call away. We're devoted to our community and have certified coaches to help you on your financial journey. Let's build financial empowerment together. Make the switch to better banking at Rivermark.
Welcome back, broadcast friends. So I've learned that since we don't have the on-field mic, I can't cheat the comeback and just give you the field audio while I'm shoving food in my face or making fun of something with Gary or telling Ben he should play a different song. Life's rough tonight, let me tell you. Taco Meat, a.k.a. Tate Harpster, a.k.a. your first baseman tonight, leads off here in the bottom of the third. He'll be followed by Caden Stinson and Connor Hale, theoretically. First pitch swung on and lined at Garrett Strube. Wow, L5 the putout on Tate Harpster. So quickly one away.
Here's your right fielder, number 13, Caden Stinson.
Caden Stinson to the plate. Winding the pitch on the way to Caden. Misses inside, ball one.
You gotta use him now. We're shutting that thing down. Go use him. Yeah.
Knopfsinger the wind and the 1-0. Over for a strike. It's 71. Count evens up at 1-1. Joe Simons, public address announcer, telling the Pickles faithful here at Walker Stadium to continue getting pickled because apparently we're shutting the beer tents down in not too long. 1-1 pitch, missing away. Ball 2. 2-1. Wait, do we have a heckler down the first base line? The lady in the white hat with the beer? I'm gonna keep an eye on that. 2-1 pitch, swung on, and that one is hit out to deep left field. Bounces in front of the wall. Max Bleddy gets the ball in, and sliding in at second base, Caden Stinson. Didn't quite get enough of it to get out, but he gave it a ride nonetheless. Number 50, Connor Hale to the plate. You can see that bounces just off the warning track and the wall. Gary telling Ben that if we hadn't gotten the rain, it'd been a little more. The track had been a little more firm out there. The warning track might have gone over for a ground rule double, but a double nonetheless with one out. First pitch to Gabe Scoro, gets behind him and taking an easy extra base, Connor Hale. Gary, I'm going to assume that was a wild pitch. Okay. I don't think we need to hang that on Lugo. Knopfsinger climbs back up on the hill. One 1-0 to Connor Hale, swung on, hit out to right field, given chase. Ogden just foul. Not much foul territory down there at the end of the foul line out in right field. Not really much in left. So count 1-1 on Connor Hale. Singled his first time up. Raced on an inning-ending double play. Stinson gets his lead at third. 1-1 pitch on the way. Misses ball 2. Knopfsinger stares in, has his sign. Brings in the 2-1 outside. Ball 3. Nice stop by Lugo. Count 3-0. Knopfsinger finds his spot on the rubber, stares in at Lugo, has his sign. Now the 3-1, swung on, and that one hit out to left center field, giving chase. Max Blade, and that is over the fast signs Clackamas banner for a 2-run home run for shortstop Connor Hale. Picks fans, raise those chairs. And the home run belt comes out. What a shot. So 2 in for Portland here in the bottom of the third. 1 down, and Gabe Scoro to the plate. Raptors have now tied it up at 4 in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 down up in Ridgefield. Pitch on the way. Scoro watches that one go by. Misses at the top of the zone. 1-0. Popped up, right side. Jake Holmes drifting now into foul territory, able to make the play. P the out on Gabe Scoro. So with 2 away, that's going to bring up second baseman Lance Kreisberg. Jason's first pitch swung on and missed. Came in at 69 miles an hour, 0-1. Kreisberg was a little out in front of that. The 0-1 now, swung on and missed. Went back to the same pitch, clocked it in at 69. Kreisberg stands in, 0-2 pitch on the way, got him swinging. 3 straight pitches, Kreisberg down on strikes, and that'll do it for your Picks All-Stars here in the 3rd inning. But they do push 2 runs across through a third of the baseball game here at Walker Stadium, 4-2 Greywolves.
Oh my God.
Something's got a hold on me, yeah. Oh, it must be love. Oh, something's got a hold on me right now, child. Oh, it must be love. Let me tell you, I said, oh, 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 hey, hey, yeah. Oh, it must be love. You know it must be love.
Thanks, everyone, for your time. Have a great rest of your afternoon.
Catcher Isaiah Lugo to lead it off here for the Greywolves here in the top of the 4th. J.J. Muscolo back out for another inning. First pitch fouled off to the left, 0-1. Lugo stands back in. JJ's 0-1, swung on and missed. Count goes to 0-2, jammed him on the inside. JJ into his wind, 0-2 on the way. Misses inside, ball one. Portland finally gets out of the bottom of the fourth in Ridgefield, but it is tied at 4. 1-2 pitch on the way, hit him. So Isaiah Lugo hit by a pitch leading off the top of the fourth.
Number 3, Ethan Long.
Ethan Long to the plate. Long popped out to first at bat. Lugo gets his lead. Pitch misses, ball one. Harpster holding Lugo on at first. Next pitch swung through at 75 miles an hour. Evens the count at 1-1. Sam Giansante on deck. JJ stares in at Stinson. Brings in the 1-1. Over for a strike. Curveball action at 75. Count goes to 1-2. JJ glances at first. Next pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. JJ gets him. Ethan Long down on strikes. So 1 on, 1 away. Sam Giansante, the center fielder, to the plate. Flew out to his counterpart, Gabe Scoro. JJ with a nonchalant throw over to first and on the money. A little bit of an unorthodox move there. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit to the left side, and that's going to get through the 6-hole for a base hit. And well, diving and keeping the ball in left field is Connor Hale. Give that an infield, outfield single. That'll turn the lineup over for the Greywolves. Lugo down to second, Giansante on at first. Altmark a walk and a double tonight. First pitch he sees from JJ, misses away, ball one. JJ works quickly on the mound, comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses high, ball two. I don't think Bowen Stinson cared for that call. JJ looks back at second, now the 2-0, misses away, ball three. Altmark ahead in the count, 3-0. Twirls his bat, lefty stands in. JJ's pitch, swung on, popped up. Looks like it's going to be Gabe Scoro, and it is, making the catch in center field. P8 to put out on Altmark, runners stay put. Isaac Herzog to the plate. 1 for 2 tonight, a single, a stolen base, and a fly out to the aforementioned Gabe Scoro. JJ looks back at second. Connor Hale responsible for the runner. And JJ balked. So runners on at second and third now. Lugo and Giansante getting the free 90 feet. JJ's first pitch of this at-bat, swung on, taken out to left center field. Brady Bloss coming in and making the catch. And that'll do it for the Greywolves here in the top of the fourth inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth, still 4-2 Greywolves.
This is how you build a community of health and hope. With award-winning heart specialists, personalized women's care, a hospital 100 years in the making, and dozens of clinics that bring health and healing to your neighborhood, all strengthened by our partnership with OHSU. Adventist Health Portland, all the care you need, right where you need it.
To the bottom of the fourth we go, friends. Your numbers across the scoreboard. For the visiting Gresham Greywolves, 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors. For the Picks All-Stars, 2 runs on 4 hits and no errors.
Your catcher, number 5.
Catcher Bowen Stinson to the plate. Bowen popped out to second base his first time up. Jason Knopfsinger out for another innings worth of work. First pitch, bottom 4, misses low and away, ball 1. Stinson kicks some dirt out of the batter's box and stands in. 1-0 on the way, popped up, right side. Jake Holmes into foul territory, which he's done a couple times tonight already. 3P the put out. So 1 away.
Number 48, J.C. Clay.
J.C. Clee to the plate. Knopfsinger wind and pitch. Check swing didn't go. Pitch misses low, ball 1. Appears as though Moose is on deck. The 1-0 misses low, ball 2. 2-0. Clee twirls the bat around. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit to the left side. Herzog has it, throws over to first in time. 6-3 the put out on J.C. Clee.
Now batting, number 21, Patrick
Moose to the plate.
You got it, buddy. Let's make a lap for Mooch, everybody, huh? Get behind it.
Moose hit by a pitch his first time up. This first pitch missing away, ball 1. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you'd much rather have the pitches on that side of the plate. Takes that one out to left field, and no doubt about it, a liner home run for Moose, and the press box goes wild. Raise those chairs, Picks fans. Moose getting cheers up from everybody here in the press box. Gets a water bath from Jeremiah Coughlin and the home run belled at third. Everyone involved in the organization loved to see that. Moose, a beloved figure here at Walker Stadium. Poses for the social media pick down the third base line. Well done, sir. Well done. Brady Bloss to the plate, takes that pitch and is going to deposit it into right field for a base hit. Altmark gave chase in a jump but couldn't quite get a glove on it. Bloss with a single. Picks All-Stars keeping it going here in the bottom of the fourth. Meanwhile, they head to the bottom of the fifth in Ridgefield. Game still tied at 4. Michael Summers checking in. Welcome. Knopfsinger looks over at first. The pitch to Hovecki swung on, bounced to short. Herzog over to second. 6-4 the putout, and that will do it. But Moose goes yard. We head to the top of the fifth inning. Actually, we're keeping it right here. That's right. Why? Because we've got Dizzy Bat. And I'm sure that's going to be fun. So I'm going to kick that down to Jeremiah Coughlin and take a breather. Here you go, friends.
This is
Carson.
Carson, come on over
Come
this
on,
way,
Carson,
buddy.
run, buddy, run.
Do we have a bat for Carson? Moosh, hand me a bat. Hand me a bat. We need a bat for the kid. Oh, here we go. All right, run over there. We're going to Dizzy bat. Let's hear it for Carson, everybody.
Got it, Carson. Go ahead, bud.
You got it, buddy. All right, head on the bat, bat on the ground, spin till I say go. You ready? Count them down, Walker Stadium. 3, 2, 1, spin. Bat on the ground, Carson. There you go. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, go. Okay, we're down. We got it. Let's go, Carson. Grab the kombucha, Carson. Ah! Big pile up at the end there. Let's hear it for all our contestants. I think, which, Will? Was that Will? Who won? I couldn't tell who grabbed it. Let's hear it for all our Dizzy Bat folks. Mostly Carson.
That's how good Happy Mountain Kombucha is, Jeremiah.
that was
Willing to
true.
knock over a 6-year-old to get it.
Hey, people want their kombucha.
Joe Simons with possibly the comment of the evening right there, and Joe Simons was not wrong. I don't know if anybody else heard that, but the winner of that contest actually got booed and deserved it. Boo! That was a thing that happened, and it shouldn't have. I hope you're ashamed of yourself, sir. I hope you choke on your Happy Mountain kombucha. I mean, not tragically, just inconveniently. Swung on, first pitch, hit out to center field. Scoro ranging over towards right, makes the play. So quickly one away here as Garrett Strube flies out. F8. Jake Holmes to the plate. Holmes flew out to center and lined out to right. That one is crushed out to left center field and caught at the warning track by Brady Bloss. Nicely done. F7 on that play. Gary, is that 2 pitches, 2 outs? All right. I'm cruising right along here. So, JJ into his wine, pitch on the way. Misses ball 1, a little bit low. Oh, this has been silly. Silly. Uncle Bob checking in, glad to have you. Popped up. Second base, Eric Lance Kreisberg makes the catch, P4 the putout, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, still 4-3 Gresham.
Here's to the straggly ones, the itchy ones, the black, brown, red, and gray ones, the ones grown by Dad, the ones grown for Dad. Because whatever you grow, it'll save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
Welcome back, friends. Gary, is that still Knopfzinger on the mound? It's a number 2. I know that, but we have a few number 2s. Okay, we are going to operate under the assumption that that is number 2, Tucker Buchanan, out on the mound. Wait, what? All right, this is going smoothly. All right, so Tucker Buchanan out on the mound. That's delightful.
Leading off for the Pickles, number 24, Elijah Fridge Maeda.
Elijah the Fridge Maeda to the plate. Be his first at-bat this afternoon. He's facing Tucker Buchanan. Tucker's first pitch of the ball game misses away, ball 1. Tucker's got his sign. Wind in the 1-0. Misses high, ball 1. Buchanan now with the 2-0, misses ball 3. So Maeda ahead in the count, 3-0. Elijah, one of the press box favorites as well. Stands in. 3-0 on the way, misses ball 4. So Elijah Maeda works a 4-pitch walk. So Elijah on at first. Tate Harpster now to the plate. For any of you scoring along at home, you would have known that Tate Harpster was technically supposed to lead off this inning. But since I'm not keeping book, I don't care. Harpster lined to third his first time up. Comes to the plate with 1 on, nobody down. Throw over to first base, and Maeda back standing. Maeda's got some speed. Tate's got some power, swings at the first pitch, misses. Ball gets away from the catcher, and taking advantage on the passed ball is Elijah Maeda with a stolen base. Are we giving him a stolen base, or is that a pass ball? Oh, wild pitch. Hanging that on the pitcher. Never mind. Apologies to Lugo. That wasn't your fault. Look back at second now. 0-1 pitch on the way, misses low, ball one. That one, nice stop by Lugo to keep him at the plate. Tate digs back in. Buchanan set. And again, 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, fought off, fouled into the left netting. Count goes to 1-2. Taco Meat represents the go-ahead run for the Picks All-Stars. Maeda gets his lead out at second. 1-2 on the way, bounces at the plate. So it bounces at the plate, but then ricochets into the infield, taking advantage of the opportunity. Elijah Maeda tying run now 90 feet away. Walker Stadium chanting taco, which seems on brand any night of the week, actually. Look over at third, 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off to the right. So the count will stay at 2-2. Up in Ridgefield, the game heads to the top of the sixth inning, still tied up at 4. Every time I give a score update over the broadcast, people in the press box look up to check in, as if I would lie to them. Buchanan now with the 2-2, low and inside, ball 3. Throw back to the pitcher, gets away from him, but not terribly far. We got one more game this weekend tomorrow at night. Remember, game time 6:05-ish, as only the Pickles do. Buchanan with the 3-2, swung on, and that is poked into left field for a base hit. Coming home to score easily is Elijah Maeda. Picks All-Stars fans, raise those chairs. So an RBI single for Tate Harpster. So Miles Norman taking over as the courtesy runner on at first. Caden Stinson to the plate. Throw over to first, and back standing is Miles Norman. This is so much easier to keep track of this chicanery this way. Buchanan looks over at first, comes set, pitch on the way, swung on, line down the third base line for the base hit. Max Bleddy gives chase. Around second and heading into third, Miles Norman, and a double for Caden Stinson. That is his second double of the game. So Miles Norman checking in at third, Caden Stinson on at second. Connor Hale to the plate. Single and a home run so far today. All-Stars have tied it up, threatening to take the lead. Runners on at second and third, nobody down. Buchanan checks in at third. Pitch on the way, misses high, ball 1. I don't know if Hale wasn't too interested in standing in for that pitch or if he thought he'd called time and it wasn't granted or what, but the pitch missed high. Tucker with the 1-0, misses away, ball 2. Isaiah Lugo out from behind the plate. The two meet up for a conference a few feet in front of the mound. Both head back to their respective positions. Connor Hale taps home plate. Twirls the bat around. Buchanan set. Pardon me. 2-0 pitch on the way. Misses low, ball 3. 3-0 the count. First base is open. We back to rain again? Yes, we are. Been off and on all game long. 3-0 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Connor Hale, and you really can't say you blame him for that. So Hale on at first. Caden Stinson on at second. Miles Norman on at third, and that will bring up Pickles Hall of Famer number 12, Gabe Scoro. An all-star at every base. Scoro stands in. Buchanan full motion now. Pitch on the way. High, ball 1. That one at 79. Sounds like a little bit of heckling coming in from the home plate and first base areas. 1-0 on the way. High, ball 2. Walker Stadium making a little more noise with each ball thrown right here. Pickles 90 feet, Picks All-Stars 90 feet away from taking the lead. The 2-0 misses low and away, ball 3. Nowhere to put Gabe Scoro. Norman at third, Stinson at second, Hale at first. Buchanan now with the 3-0. Misses high, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Gabe Scoro and an RBI walk. Miles Norman comes in to score. Caden Stinson moves down to third. Connor Hale down to second. Still an all-star at every base. Conference on the mound. What was that, Gary? Well, let's run you through the West Coast League scores real quick. Lost that opportunity, sorry. In Bellingham, the Bells leading the Wenatchee Apple Sox 1-0. That game in the top of the 9th. Walla Walla and Kamloops tied up at 2 in the top of the 8th. That in Kamloops. The Falcons hosting the Yakima Valley Pippins, but not being very nice. They currently lead 10-2, top 5. The game in Nanaimo appears to have been postponed. Up in Cowlitz County, the Black Bears trailing the Springfield Drifters 4-0 in the bottom of the 8th. And in Edmonton, Riverhawks all over the Port Angeles Lefties 7-0 in the bottom of the 8th. And you are now updated on the West Coast League scores. Kreisberg at the plate. First pitch he sees, sails over his head. Nobody goes anywhere. Ball 1. Everybody stays put. Appears as though the bases are brined in Ridgefield right now. West Coast League Pickles with only 1 out. Winding the 1-0 pitch on the way over the outer part of the plate for a strike at 79. Count evens up at 1-1. No outs here as play continues in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way, swung on, and that might have been sent to the back row of the parking lot. That had quite the angle on it. At the very least, there are going to be some squirrels that were extremely disturbed out there. Runners get their leads everywhere. 1-2 pitch on the way, low, nice stop by Lugo. Count 2-2. Pickles push across a run in the top of the 6th in Ridgefield. Take a 5-4 lead on the Raptors. Still just one out. 2-2 pitch on the way here at Walker. Swung on, hit to the left side. Over to second for one, relay to first. Your typical 5-4-3 double play. Second one Kreisberg is hit into, but a run comes in to score. So 5-4-3 double play erases Gabe Scoro. Connor Hale on at third. Stinson came in to score. Swung on, hit to short. Throw over to first in time. That'll retire Bowen Stinson. 6-3 the put out, and that'll do it. But Portland puts 3 runs on the board at the end of 5, 6-4 Pickles All-Stars, and now it is time for the Dylan versus Dave's Hot Chicken race.
All right, everybody. Caleb and Tyler, we got 2 chickens to race Dylan tonight.
Apparently we've got 2 chickens to race Dylan tonight, so that's a thing that's happening. Pitching change in Ridgefield. Pickles leading the Raptors 5-4, and they're off here at Walker Stadium, and our headless chicken is out with the lead. Dylan just keeping pace with the Dave's Hot Chicken, who's now taking over the headless chicken as they pass under the batter's eye. There were some shenanigans out there on the dirt, and our Dave's Hot Chicken is going to end up winning by 3.5 banners. Wild, wild race here at Walker Stadium. I do feel like shenanigans were afoot out there. Gary agreeing. We get the replay on that as they go down under the Hideaway bar banner. Nice job by our video team there. Well done, friends. Well, that was silly. Naturally. Oh, so Portland with the bases brined in Ridgefield. Numbers across the board up in Raptor country for the West Coast League. Pickles 5 runs on 5 hits and no errors. For their hosts, the Ridgefield Raptors, 4 runs on 8 hits and 3 errors. JJ and his rotator cuff having a touch-and-go relationship right now, pushing it to the max out there on the mound for the Pickles All-Stars. Sorry, what was that? Miles Norman now at second base. I'm going to forget that, but that's all right. He takes over for Kreisberg, correct? All right. Miles Norman. Number 43, Miles Norman. So 0-1 the count. Next pitch on the way, misses in. Count evens up at 1-1. That is Cody Becker at the plate, number 1. No? Whoops, yep, sorry, thank you. My bad, my bad, my bad. That's Elliot Carrillo at the plate. Count 2-2 on Elliot. JJ's next pitch, swung on, hit towards second. Miles Norman has it, throw over to first in time. 4-3 the put out on Elliot Carrillo. So 1 away. Jake Spitolski to the plate. First pitch he sees misses away, ball one. JJ climbs back up on the hill. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, missed. Count goes to 1-1. One pitch on the way, swung on, hit sharply towards third. J.C. Klee has it, throws across in time. 5-3 the put out on Jake Spitulski. So 2 away, and we believe this is Isaiah Lugo at the plate. So Bleddy and Ogden pinch hit for. Lugo to the plate. First pitch he sees misses away, ball one. Next pitch misses high, ball two. JJ with the 2-0, swung on, popped up over our heads. Watch out, merch tent. Count goes to 2-1. It's too bad we couldn't get a sound effect of all of the people in the merch tent just yelling, ow. 2-1 pitch inside, ball three. 3-1. JJ into his wind, the 3-1. Outside, ball four. So Isaiah Lugo works a walk. One on, two down. Ethan Long to the plate. They head to the bottom of the sixth in Ridgefield. Pickles with a 5-4 lead, though. Bunt shown, pushed down the first base line. JJ off the mound, quickly scoops over to first. In time, 1-3 the put out. Nicely done by JJ. Yep, way to field your position there, bud. To the bottom of the sixth we go, 6-4, Pickles All-Stars. Look at that play by JJ.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, popping, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today.
You have aspirations. At Rivermark, we help you get there. Need a checking account that's made for you. Free Checking Plus offers a great rate because as you grow, so should your money. With ATM fee refunds in over 30,000 ATMs nationwide, you are free to bank wherever life takes you. We offer extended branch hours and a mobile app that lets you bank on your terms. Let us help you meet your financial goals. Join Rivermark and discover the credit union difference today.
Make your way over there. Don't wait.
Well, friends, not going to lie. We've reached the time of the game where the defensive substitutions might be happening on the field, but we might not know about them here in the press box. Doing the best. Gary has bust out the binoculars to make sure that we've got everything correct. I probably don't. He does. Carrillo in left. Spitulski in center. And I'm assuming it's still Ogden in right. All right. So, Elliot Carrillo, number 1, out in left. Jake Spitulski, number 3, out in center. And Ogden still out in right. First pitch missing, ball 1. That is Miles Norman at the plate. Takes the next pitch, pops it over to the right side. That is going to get into foul territory, bounces off the Greywolves dugout roof. Evens up the count at 1-1. Miles Norman came in as a courtesy runner earlier and came around to score. Buchanan's got his sign. 1-1 on the way. Misses low. Ball 2. 2-1. You know, I'm only keeping track of 2 games so far. I should probably check in and see how my Seattle Mariners are doing as well. Wind, and now the 2-1 on the way. Outside, ball 3. Well, my Mariners currently trail the Minnesota Twins 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Because I know everyone out there cares. Why? Thank you, Frank. 3-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, knocked out to center field. Going back on the ball and not knowing exactly where it is was Jake Spitulski. Lost it in the lights. Had a beat on it initially and then couldn't find it. Give Miles Norman a single. So J.C. Klee to the plate. Klee 1 for 2. Norman gets a lead. Throw over to first, but back safely is Norman. Parker Huffman, a name that might be familiar to some in the on-deck circle. Pitch on the way, bounces in there. Nice stop by Lugo. Isn't baseball season great, friends? Like, seriously, it's so much fun. 1-0 on the way, misses low and outside, gets away from Lugo. Taking second base easily on the wild pitch. Miles Norman. Here's the thing. Miles can go home and say that he swiped second, and nobody's gonna put up an argument. Why not? Buchanan set. 2-0 on the way. In there for a strike. So 2-1. J.C. Klee puts that one into right center, and it's going to find some grass to get down on. Miles Norman had to hold up, wait to see if it was caught. Checks in at third base, so a single for J.C. Klee. His second single of the ball game.
Number 7.
Pickles GM Parker Huffman to the plate. Runners on the corners. Nobody out. All-Stars leading 6-4. Buchanan stands tall on the mound. Brings in the first pitch of the at-bat. High, ball 1. I'm impressed with the crowd that stuck around here at Walker. I mean, hopefully everybody's making sure they drive home safely this evening or get a ride share or a walk or what have you. That pitch missing, ball 2. Show up at Walker Stadium, get pickled, just make sure you get home safely. 2-0 pitch on the way. Check swing, did he go? Nobody's going to check. Ball 3. I feel like Lugo could have at least asked for an appeal. 3-0 on the way. Misses ball 4. Parker Huffman works a walk. Everybody here in the press box wanted to see him get a hit. So J.C. Klee moves down to second, and if you're a Greywolves fan, this is exactly what you did not want to see. An all-star at every base and Moose at the plate. 1 for 1 with a home run. First pitch to Moose, this at bat, misses low and away, ball 1. Huffman at first, Klee at second, Norman at third. 1-0 now, swung on, popped up foul right side. Over the Atlas Pizza bunker down the first baseline. Count goes to 1-1. Nice shot down the first baseline there here at Walker Stadium. Like I said, crowd sticking around tonight. Winding the 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that is hit through the 6-hole for a base hit. Everybody's going to take a 90-foot trip, and Moose has got himself an RBI single. All-Stars fans, raise those chairs. J.C. Klee moves down to third. Parker Huffman down to second. Miles Norman comes in to score his second run of the ball game.
Number 16, Brady Bloss.
And we've got a courtesy runner over at first. Miles Norman, who you might remember from just coming in to score. Oh, these games are so silly. Brady Bloss to the plate. First pitch over for a strike, 0-1. Bloss singled his last time up. 1 for 2 tonight. The 0-1 from Tucker, swung on and hit to the right side, and that is just off the glove of Eric Altmark at second base. 1 run in to score, 2 runs in to score. A 2 RBI single for Brady Bloss, and raise those chairs. J.C. Klee comes in to score. Parker Huffman comes in to score. And still nobody out. So Miles Norman on at second. And that one's hit into center field for a base hit. They're going to hold Norman up at second, or at third, excuse me. So Norman on at third. Brady Bloss on at second. So credit him with a single. We're going to have ourselves a pitching change. We'll be back in just a moment. Score currently 9-4 All-Stars.
What pairs well with pickles? Gourmet sausages and franks from Zenner's Sausage Company, official sausage of the Portland Pickles. You can find Zenner's craft sausages at retailers such as New Seasons, Market of Choice, QFCs, and many other restaurants around town. Find out more at zenners.com.
Hard Tea fans, your network just got stronger with Voodoo Ranger Hard Charge Tea. Made with real tea, a stronger connection to a hard tea is finally here. Voodoo Ranger Hard Charge Tea with 7% ABV.
Dylan taking in the view of the field from down the first baseline. Also getting dance moves on as only Dylan can. And a new pitcher on the mound for the Gresham Greywolves, number 10, Terrence Shane. Pyrotechnics and laser expert Ian making his presence felt here in the press box. Always glad to have him along. Well, you're moving Grady out of his position, so I figured it was an astute comment to say that you were making your presence felt. First pitch misses, ball one. Oh. What a silly night. To the top of the seventh they go in Ridgefield. Portland still with a 5-4 lead. 1-0 pitch. Missing low and inside. Ball two. Two and 0. Hovecki on at first. Bloss on at second. Norman on at third. Elijah Maeda at the plate. Terrence Shane climbs back up on the bump. Stares in at Lugo, has his sign. Brings in the 2-0, low ball three. 3-0. Terrence Shane set at the waist, the 3-0 pitch on the way, outside, ball four. Elijah Maeda works a walk, and that is an RBI walk at that as Miles Norman comes in to score. That is Miles Norman's second run credited this inning, third run credited for the game overall. So Elijah Maeda with a walk and an RBI this at-bat. Taco Meat to the plate. Mitch Hovecki moves down to second. Brady Bloss to third. Harpster a single and an RBI his last time up. Watches the first pitch sail by. Ball one. Shane set. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Swung through a 76-mile-an-hour pitch count. Evens up at 1-1. An all-star at every base. Shane set. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Shane with a couple of nice-looking pitches ahead in the count now. 1-2. Harpster stands back in. Lefty with his bat slightly off the shoulder. Asks for time. Gets it granted from our home plate umpire and steps out of the box. Oh, thanks for joining us on the broadcast tonight, folks. Always glad to have you along. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Taco Meat down on strikes. Which, you know, is just a normal sentence to say. Let's see here. This is Cody Becker.
Alan Miller.
I don't feel like that's Alan Miller, Joe. Not that Joe can hear my voice, but I believe that is Cody Becker. First pitch to not Alan Miller, misses low and away, ball one. Alan, one of the owners of the Portland Pickles, who no one has seen in attendance here this evening, which does not mean he's not here. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one's taken into left field for a base hit. Everybody's going to move up 90. Mitch Hovecki also going to come in to score a 2 RBI single for Cody Becker. Bloss and Hovecki each come in to score. Elijah Maeda down to second base. Caden Stinson to the plate. Let's see, where is Caden Stinson? There he is. Hit to short, couldn't be handled by Isaac Herzog, and all the way around to score, Elijah Maeda. So another run for the All-Stars. E6 on that, Gary. Thank you.
Number 50, Connor.
That'll turn whatever resembles a lineup over for the All-Stars. Connor Hale to the plate. Sorry, haven't been checking into the chat. This has been silly. Pitch on the way, low, and outside, ball one. Shane takes a walk around the bump, finds his spot, and settles in. Connor Hale taps the plate. He appears ready. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, hit up the middle. Herzog's got it over to second for one, relay to first, and the tag put down. 6-4-3 double play, and that'll do it. We head to the top of the seventh. Your score on the board, 13-4, Picks All-Stars.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, popping, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today.
Here's to the straggly ones. The first ones. Hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones. And the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow, it'll save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
Welcome back, broadcast friends, here at Walker Stadium. The Pickles All-Stars leading the Gresham Greywolves by a score of 13-4. Score update from Ridgefield. Portland pushes across a run in the top of the seventh inning. They currently lead the Raptors 6-4. Still threatening up across the river. First pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. What is JJ doing out there? All right. If his arm falls off, I'm not picking it up. That one hit out to Gabe Scoro in center. Starts in, goes back on the ball, able to make the play. F8 the put out on Sam Giansante. What just happened? Oh, well, we don't want anybody falling. That would be... All right. First pitch to Altmark, line to short, and what a grab by Connor Hale out there at short. L6. Wow, a quick 2 outs. Ben, is somebody down there taking care of it? Oh, well, that's delightful. Swung on, hit down the first base line, but foul. That is Isaac Herzog at the plate. Well, can you radio down to anybody on the party deck? A 1 pitch on the way from JJ, swung on, hit to the right side. Fielded by Taco Meat, taken to the bag himself, 3 unassisted the put out, and that top of the 7th was quick. We head to the bottom of the 7th here, Walker Stadium, 13-4, Picks All-Stars lead.
LeafGuard is the smartest solution in gutter protection, proudly protecting your home by getting it right the first time for a lifetime. The only one-piece seamless gutter system on the market that is guaranteed to never clog no matter the weather, preventing wood rot and foundation decay and giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Invest in your home with a company you can trust. Get it today. Protected for life.
Pacific Office Automation is the one source for all of your business technology. As the largest independent dealer of office technology and equipment in the U.S., we help businesses thrive and win by helping you find your total office solution for copiers and printers, managed IT and cloud services, telephone systems, data security, and more. Experience our uncommon commitment to customer service at pacificoffice.com. Problem solved.
Well, broadcast friends, the score didn't change during the 7th inning stretch. Pickles All-Stars still lead 13-4 over the Gresham Greywolves. For the All-Stars, 13 runs on 14 hits and no errors. For the Greywolves, 4 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. That is Terrence Shane still out there on the mound. For the Greywolves,
Looks like a first generation, maybe? Oh, yeah, looks like first generation right.
it's going to be Gabe Scoro leading it off for the All-Stars here in the bottom of the 7th.
Steve Jobs made that AirPod.
There is a pitching change in Ridgefield. They are still in the top of the 7th inning. Pickles with a 2-run lead, 6-4. So Gabe Scoro worked a walk, which netted him an RBI his last time up. Takes the first pitch, bounces it towards third. Stroob's got it, throw over to first, in time. 5-3 the put out on Gabe Scoro.
Actually, someone got the AirPod. We returned the AirPod to its owner.
The fans are cheering here at Walker Stadium because a lost AirPod was returned to its rightful owner. The fact that that happened is amazing. Shane's pitch on the way, swung on, and Kreisberg sends that ball flying into the night. It goes solo home run. Lance Kreisberg. All-Stars fans, raise those chairs. Give him the home run belt. Give him the smoke stick. Look down at the fans celebrating down the third base line. Malachi queuing up the replay of the home run that sails over the Tacoma or Toyota banner into the night.
Your next batter has some mean dance moves. Number 5, Bowens hits it.
So Bowen Stinson will be due up as soon as the fog surrounding the infield dissipates. So up north, Connor Stewart stands in, swings and misses, goes down, swinging on a strikeout. Second out, top 7. Pickles with runners on at first and second. Patrick Keegren to the plate in Ridgefield. Here at Walker Stadium, a meeting on the mound while the smoke still wafts across the field. First pitch to Keegren, in there for a strike, 0-1. Back here at Walker Stadium, Bowen Stinson to the plate. Wow, it's still foggy out there. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled off at the plate, 0-1. 6:05 start time tomorrow night. Jeremiah checking in. Ross Campbell checking in. Glad to have you along, friend. Howdy. Ian O'Connor checking in as well. Good to see you. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on. Popped up. Somewhere out there in the haze that we call center field. And everybody lost it. A smoky single for Bowen Stinson. I love it here so much. This is great. Number 48, J.C. Clee to the plate. What's the difference between the All-Stars and the regular old Pickles? Well, the regular old Pickles are playing a West Coast League game in Ridgefield tonight, in which they currently lead 6-4 in the top of the 7th. The Pickles All-Stars are a team that plays here at Walker Stadium. They are former players, staff, friends, family, hangers-on, etc. And they currently lead this game by a score of 14-4 in the bottom of the 7th. That ball swung on, tattooed out to left field. Carrillo started out, comes in, makes the play. F7, the put out on J.C. Clee. So 2 away. Number 7, Parker Huffman, for his second plate appearance tonight. Worked a walk, came around to score earlier tonight. Welcome back, friend. Glad to have you along. Pitch on the way to Parker. Misses outside. Ball 1. Stinson a very short lead over at first. 1-0 on the way. Misses low, ball 2. 2-0. Remember, if you can come and join us tomorrow night here at the stadium, you should definitely do that. We got a 6 o'clock start time. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off into the netting. Count moves to 2-1. Apparently the Twins have now moved ahead of my Seattle Mariners by a score of 5-1. Boo. Terrence Shane comes set. 2-1 on the way. In there for a strike. That one in at 69. Evens up the count at 2-2. Terrence finally has his sign. 2-2 on the way now. Just off the plate. Count goes full. Tomorrow night, Monty Python and the Holy Dill. Swung on and missed. Huffman down on strikes. And that'll do it for the All-Stars here in the 7th. But they do push across one more run to the top of the 8th. We go 14-4 All-Stars.
Hard Tea fans, your network just got stronger. 7V is finally here with Voodoo Ranger Hard Charge Tea, made with real tea. A stronger connection to a hard tea is in the palm of your hands. America, it's time to experience a new hard tea provider with the power of 7V. Voodoo Ranger Hard Charge Tea is here with 7% ABV.
Introducing a brighter financial future with Rivermark. It's time for a better way of banking with extended hours and accounts that pay. Experience a new level of banking with our top-rated mobile app to manage your money effortlessly. And if you need help, our video tellers are just a call away. We're devoted to our community and have certified coaches to help you on your financial journey. Let's build financial empowerment together. Make the switch to better banking at Rivermark.
Look down the first base line here at Walker Stadium. Despite the weather challenges, we've had a number of fans sticking around. It has been Pickle Fest, and given some of the things that we've seen happen here this evening, it is safe to say that a good portion of tonight's audience is in fact pickled. Good on them. It's what we like. We also like everybody to get home safely. J.J. Mascolo back out on the mound. I believe this is the 14th inning that J.J. has pitched today. I might not be correct, but nobody's going to fact check me. How you doing, friend? I'm doing all right. You see that the West Coast League Pickles are currently leading the Raptors 6-4. I like that. Elijah Maeda out in right field for Portland. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit to the left side. J.C. Clee has it, throw over to first in time. 5-3 the putout. That was Ethan Carrillo at the plate. So one away. Next up, Jake Holmes. 0 for 3 tonight, has hit all 3 pitches that he's hit to the outfield. 1-0 on the way from JJ. That one is hit out to the outfield, but Walker Stadium might not hold that, but it's foul. It was hooking foul, and that's where it ended up. So Holmes gave it a ride, just couldn't quite straighten it out. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on. Inside out swing's going to dump that into right field for a base hit. 1 out single for Jake Holmes. Andy Frank to the plate. We've got some great promotions lined up in the next week, friends. I mentioned tomorrow night, Monty Python and the Holy Dill night. Then on Tuesday, Human versus Robot night. Wednesday is Dylan's Presidential Caucus. And then a doubleheader on the 4th of July for Murica Day. Pitch missing, ball 1. Friday the 5th, rent is too damn high in PDX. The 6th, Strip City night. And next Sunday, one of the nights I've been looking forward to the most this season, Dilly Parton night. Should be a lot of fun. Count 1-1 on Andy Frank. Holmes gets his lead over at first. JJ with the 1-1 now, swung on. That one taken out to left field, going back on the ball. Brady Blossey's not going to get to it, and it's going to bounce all the way into the wall. Checking in at third, Andy Frankie is going to be waved home. The throw is going to come in, and Holmes comes in to score from first. RBI single, or RBI double, excuse me, for Andy Frank. Holmes got wheels. So that is Elliot Carrillo at the plate. Runner on at second, one down. They move to the top of the eighth in Ridgefield. Raptors trailing your Pickles 6-4. Pitch over the outer part of the plate for a strike, 0-1. Elliott bounced out 4-3 his first time up. Next pitch catches the outer part of the plate for a strike, 0-2. Frank gets his lead out at second. Pitch on the way, outside, ball one. JJ looks back at second, brings in the 1-2, fouled off parking lot. One and two. JJ with the 1-2 again, and this one fouled off to the right once again as well. Dylan T. Pickle getting a round of applause from the Walker faithful. If you weren't able to be here last night, you should go check the YouTube video because Dylan's costume was amazing last night. That pitch swung on, hit into center field. Scoro comes in a few steps and is able to make the play. So Carrillo flies out P8 or F8. We'll call it F8. So 2 away, Andy Frank still on at second base. Jake Spitulski at the plate. First pitch he sees, he fouls off into the netting on the left. 0-1. Home plate umpire going to retrieve that ball. JJ walks off the backside of the mound, rubs up the current baseball that he's got in his hand. Gets his glove back on as he climbs back up on the hill. Pitch missing inside. Count goes to 1-1. Are we chanting for a fan to get ejected over there? Swung on and hit down the third base line, but foul. Count goes to 1-2. Our head of security down the first base line, talking to the fan that I thought was a heckler earlier. Do not give our head of security any guff. Our head of security is the nicest guy. Don't do that. The count 1-2 on Spitulski. Pitch on the way, swung on, and that one a line foul to the left side. And I hope everybody over there was careful. What are they chanting? Can you tell? Oh, I think we're confiscating alcohol down the first base line. Yeah, you know what? Don't be that human at this game. Come on now. You're better than that. Right, even the stumbly guy. Yeah. Oh, Pickle Fest. Gotta love it. JJ with the 1-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3. Jake Spitulski down on strikes. And that will do it. Your current score on the board. All-Stars 14, Greywolves 5. You know, nobody captures the magic and chicanery of Walker Stadium quite like one Dylan T. Pickle. Just about lost his head over there. Which, given the amount of alcohol that's been consumed at Walker Stadium this afternoon, that is not to be surprised.
Number 21,
Moose to the plate. He's had himself a heck of a night. A single, an RBI, a home run, and an HBP. Pitch on the way, in there for a strike. 0-1. Play continues here in the bottom of the 8th. They appear to be getting the rain up in Ridgefield that we had earlier. They also playing in the bottom of the 8th. 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses high. Ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. In the bottom of the 8th, your Pickles still leading the Ridgefield Raptors 6-4. In the bottom of the 8th, here your All-Stars lead the Greywolves 14-5. 1-1 pitch missing inside. 2-1. Darren Shane has his sign, comes set. Pitch on the way, swung on. Moose pops it up into foul territory. Oh, and for the first time, you know what? Give Jake Holmes a little bit of room to breathe on that one. Jake's played a pretty solid first base tonight for the Greywolves. Lost that one in the stadium lights, and that's going to happen. At least it was in foul territory. Mushkat gets another lease on life this at-bat. Shane comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way. Outside. Ball 3. 3-2. Shane with the 3-2 now. Outside. Ball 4. Moose works a walk. I get the feeling we're going to see a courtesy runner again. Press box saying let him run. And apparently Parker, the third base coach, telling him he's got to run. So Moose on at first. Brady Bloss to the plate. First pitch over for a strike. 0-1. Is there any way we can yell down to the first base coach to send him? Can we get that message out somehow? 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses outside. Moose goes. Throw down to Jay! Oh, the whole press box erupts in cheers as Moose has got a stolen base. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So good. Now Gary's asking him to steal third. Oh, that'd be delightful. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off to the left. Count goes to 1-2. You know what, Moose? Steal them all, friend. Oh. 1-2 pitch on the way, inside, ball 2. 2-2. Ben is trying to give Moose instructions from the press box. The entire press box is trying to give Moose running instructions. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one's going to get down to the left center field for a base hit. Moose holds. He's going to be waved around at third. Moose headed home, and nobody's going to stop that train. Moose got scores. RBI single, Brady Bloss. Raise those chairs, Pickles fans. RBI single for Brady Bloss, and Moose comes all the way around to score. Oh, so much fun. Mitch Ovecki to the plate. 1 on, nobody down. Bottom of the 8th inning. All-Stars have answered the run that Gresham got earlier in the frame. First pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. Oh, so many things going on. And did we mention Ian's got the lasers going? Because that's a thing that's happening here, too. Is that pitch in there for a strike? 0-2. So, friends, come and join us this coming week if you can. It should be delightful. Moose totally stole one, friend. 0-2 pitch misses outside. Count goes to 1-2. Thanks for a great broadcast and commentary. JJ was my kiddo's coach at Pickles Camp this week. He was great. JJ is wonderful. Dylan Turner checking into the chat. JJ is a delightful human being. 1-2 pitch popped up right side. Jake Holmes makes the catch. P3 the put out. So Hovecki out P3. Man, this form of scorekeeping for these type of games is so much better. Elijah Maeda to the plate. 1 on, 1 down. Pardon me. All-Stars looking for an insurance run or 2. Or 6. Pitch on the way. Maeda slaps that one foul on the left side. 0-1. I like that it was Ron the K-Man that checked in for verification that Moose actually stole a base. 0-1 pitch, swung on, popped up. Center field, Spitulski coming in, makes the catch on his shoestrings. Celebrates a little too long, and that allows Brady Bloss to scamper back to first, but that was a great play by Spitulski out in center field. P8 and an exclamation point on that one. So 2 away. Brady Bloss still on at first. Tate, Taco Meat, Harpster to the plate. And it looks like the Pickles got out of the bottom of the 8th inning unscathed. They head to the top of the 9th in Ridgefield. Your Pickles leading 6-4 over the Raptors. Harpster stands in. 1-0 pitch on the way, outside, ball 2, 2-0. Right on, be there on the 3rd, that'll be great. Yeah, like I said, a great week of promotions coming up. 2-0 pitch, spoiled foul. That one gets quite a ways back. Count goes to 2-1. I believe the 3rd Dylan's Presidential Caucus night here at Walker Stadium. 2-1 on the way. Swung on, fouled off at the plate. So 2-2. Brady Bloss on at first. Dylan engaging with fans down the 3rd base line. Taco Meat stands back in. Wind and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3. Harpster caught looking, and that will do it for the All-Stars here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They do push one more across. We head to the top of the 9th. 15-5 All-Stars.
Thanks everyone for your time. Have a great rest of your afternoon.
Well, the fans here at Walker Stadium shouting Dylan dancing down the third base line. Unfortunately, during the break, y'all missed number 5, catcher Bowen Stinson dancing along to the song as well. Bowen still kind of dancing behind home plate between warm-up pitches. You are watching Connor Hale out on the mound. JJ finally taking a break here. Oh, it is wild here at the walk. Gary, do we know who the shortstop happens to be? Number 20. That's Kreisberg. So who is the second base? Oh, wait. Never mind. He went out earlier. I'm sure it's still Miles Norman at second. Lance Kreisberg. They are dancing their tail feathers off here at the walk. This has been delightfully silly. Isaiah Lugo to the plate. Offers up at the first pitch, comes up empty, 0-1. Isaiah Lugo, Ethan Long. Pitch missing away. Count evens up at 1-1.
$62 in a second. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets out.
Wind and the 1-1 pitch from Connor inside at 87 miles an hour. Count goes to 2-1.
675, come to the party deck once again. 617, 675, come to the party deck.
Wind and now the 2-1 pitch on the way. Low and outside. Ball 3. 3-1. Connor Hale's next pitch swung on, hit towards second. Miles Norman fields it over to first in time for 3. The put out on Isaiah Lugo.
6, 7, 5. Come to the party deck. You have 30 seconds.
We do have a winner here at the stadium for the raffle. Well done. Ethan Long at the plate. First pitch he sees in there for a strike at 87 miles an hour, 0-1. Sam Giansante in the on-deck circle for the Greywolves. 0-1 pitch on the way. Over for a strike at 86. Count goes to 0-2 on extra hitter Ethan Long. Popped up to first, struck out. Bounced out 1-3. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Ethan Long down on strikes. And the Gresham Greywolves down to their final out here. They need 10 to tie, 11 to take the lead. You know. Connor Hale's first pitch, over for a strike. 87 miles an hour, 0-1. Hale dealing out there right now. Pitch on the way. You know what? Yeah, that happens sometimes. Overthrew it. Count goes to 1-1. Bowen Stinson also egging on the crowd as Joe Simons is. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, popped foul, almost over the netting. So Giansante down to his final strike, behind in the count, 1-2. Ethan wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on, poked over to the right side. Miles Newman couldn't quite come up with it. So a 2-out single for Sam Giansante. And the half inning continues. To the plate, Eric Altmark. So Connor Hale climbs back up on the mound. Stares in. Comes set at the chin. Pitch on the way. Fouled off to the left. 0-1. Remember, friends, 6 o'clock start time tomorrow evening. Come and check us out. Chris checking into the chat. Glad to have you along. Connor Hales 0-1. Misses low, just underneath strike zone. Count evens up at 1-1. More Dolphin crowd is here at Walker Stadium tonight. Good to have them along. Connor with the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Swung through an 86-mile-an-hour fastball.
Everybody clap your hands.
Altmark down to his final strike, taps home plate and twirls the bat around. Connor Hale set at the belt, 1-2 on the way, low and inside, ball 2. Walker Stadium was looking for a strikeout, didn't quite get it. Count moves to 2-2. Hales 2-2 on the way, swung on, punched foul on the left side, way out there past the berm. Count stays 2-2. Giansante gets his lead off of first. Dylan looking for the walk-off here. 2-2, bounce to first to the bag himself, and that will do it. All-Star Pickles victorious here at Walker Stadium. Your final numbers across the board. For the visiting Gresham Greywolves, 5 runs on 9 base hits and 1 error. For your Pickles All-Stars, 15 runs on 17 hits and no errors. I will leave you with this, with 1 out in the top of the 9th up in Ridgefield. Your Pickles leading the Raptors 6-4. Friends, we'll be back for tomorrow night's broadcast. We'll get on the air roughly 6 o'clock. Pleased to be coming and joining us. If you can't join us here at the ballpark, as always,